Okay, I've started the recording again. So there will be 4. So you take the
Okay,
last
sir.
one.
All
Okay,
right.
so we're going to look at where the resources are for that test. Please pay attention. It is not that easy to find, and you don't want to lose time when you start the test on Wednesday at 11 o'clock. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen, and we will take a look at where these resources are. I am not going to go through chapter 1, 2, and 3 again today. We have been through that twice already, and you had a tutorial on Friday afternoon. So I am recording. To anybody who says they don't have sound, I am recording. Don't worry. If the sound has disappeared, you can watch the video afterwards. I'm going to keep it short so that you can watch carefully. Okay, let me share my screen for you guys.
There we go, sir.
Okay,
Can everybody
thank
see?
you.
Okay, they can see, sir. The sharing is
Okay,
working. Good to go.
excellent. Where shall we start? Let's start looking at for Wednesday. Now, I assume you guys are going to be studying. I don't think you have a class for the rest of the day, if I recall the timetable. So I recommend you study for this afternoon. Don't leave it for the last minute, or it's going to become very difficult. What is the content of? It is of chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3 of MIS 10. So if we have a look at Blackboard, now what I want to show you today is I'm not going to go through 1, 2, and 3. As I said, we have been through it 3 times already. If you missed the tutorial on Friday, please go and find the tutorial video. Mr. Pretorius, where are the tutorial videos?
Right, video. Unit 2, sir. Scroll down a bit. Right, there we go. Inside Unit 2, students, Mr. Smith is going to scroll all the way down. There's chapter 1 and 2. There is the recap. There is chapter 3. All your videos are there and it's been converted to YouTube. So the one format is in MP4 and the other formats are in YouTube. So chapter 1, 2, and 3 you find in Unit 2. All right. This is for Wednesday, Tiffany. That is correct. For the class test on Wednesday. Right, sir? That is where you find your videos. If you scroll a little bit up, Mr. Smuts, let's go to Unit 2.1, which is chapter 1. There, okay, but there we go. Right. In each and every of those chapters, 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3, you will find your notes and slide of chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. All right. So those are the first 3 that we're doing. I'm just copying quickly the attendance. All right. Chapter 1 is Unit 2.1. Chapter 2 is Unit 2.2. And chapter 3 is Unit 2.3. If you scroll a little bit down, Mr. Smuts, you will see folders. 2.1's folder. You can click on it, sir. And all of your slides and notes are inside these 3 folders. There's Unit 2.1. There's your slides and your keynotes. Very important. Go through your multiple choice and you answer the following questions and your true and false of your keynotes. Those videos are last year's videos and 2020 videos also on chapter 1 right over there. So you can look at these videos of last year and Yes, it's compulsory. You are asking questions and I'm explaining something very important now. And all
Mr.
your previous
Pretorius,
videos, they are all there.
may
Yes, sir.
I ask a question?
Oh, are they compulsory to do the theory test? Well, if you don't do your theory test, then you will not be prepared for your class test. Let me put it to you like that. That's a question here. So if I were you, your theory tests are important as part of the preparation for your class test. You may go ahead, Mr. Smart.
Yeah, if you look, the theory tests are not compulsory, but they are short, they are not complicated, and they will help you pass the class test and the examination. So, as I explained on WhatsApp this morning, there are 7 chapters. We go through chapter 1 through to chapter 7. And after each chapter, there are 7 theory tests. So together with each chapter goes a theory test. So technically, you should have done theory tests 1, 2, and 3 because we have covered 3 chapters. Now, if you go into Unit 2 and we look at all the videos that are in here, there's quite a few, and you're going to go, what must I watch? Must I watch all 3? Because chapter 1 and 2 video was nearly 2 hours long. What I recommend you do, you watch the main one. Then, if you are still confused or there are unanswered questions, you can ask us on WhatsApp, or you can move into the recap that we did in the following week. If you still don't know what's going on, you can move into the BCA1 tutorial that happened on the 7th, which I think was very short. Yeah, it's this one we want here at the bottom. The one that was done on the 9th. Am I correct, Mr. Pretorius?
That's correct, sir. That's the last one we did last week, Wednesday past.
Okay. What I'm looking for to show the students is the tutorial video.
Okay, so now let's go to the menu on the left-hand side.
Yes, sir.
And we scroll down and we look for BCA tutorials. And it's right over there. There we go. Click on it. Inside the tutorials, you click on the folder 2022, the top one. Click on him. And inside here gives you all the tutorials for semester 1, term 1. And if you scroll down, sir, a little bit more, and there is your tutorial videos on chapter 1, 2, and 3. So those are the tutor videos that we're showing you right now. The videos, the first set of videos in Unit 2 is the lecturers videos, Mr. Smuts and myself. And in this tab over here, tutorials are the tutor videos, also on chapter 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
Now, sir, can we move
we
to
have
the
had
class test?
I'm going to move to the class test now. Please be
Okay.
aware, where are our links to the tutorials? There was a lot of questions on Friday to that. It's under
There they all
here,
are.
guys, under BCA tutorials, BCA 1 2022 tutorials. You will notice there are 3 links here. We have done the 9th, we have done the 11th, and the next one that's coming up is this Friday, which is the 18th of March. And there is your link pre-prepared for you. Okay, so what we have spoken about, to just summarize, what we have spoken about is where are your notes? What should you be looking at? You should be looking at the notes and the slides and the videos if you want to pass. Where are they? We have shown you they are under Unit 2, and we're looking at 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. So please explore your Blackboard. The videos are right at the bottom. So basically what I went into was Unit 2. We are doing 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 in the test. And your videos are all at the bottom for Chapter 1, 2, and 3. Right. Let's move on to the test. Students, now is the time you listen. Okay. There's going to be, and you know what statistics are, and statistics don't lie. Stats are stats, and hopefully we can change this. But test 1, there is normally about 20% of the students fail. Why does this happen? Because they did not follow the instructions. Therefore, I am going to go through the instructions today, and when you write that test on Wednesday, nobody is going to fail because we are going through this in great detail. Please pay attention. Don't get distracted. Where do you find your class test at 11 o'clock or just before 11 on Wednesday morning? We are going to go here to class tests. So move down your columns and find class tests. It's a class test. It's not going to be anywhere else. It says there class tests. So your test is going to be under class tests. I know I'm stating the obvious here, but we are getting questions from students going, where is my class test? Obviously, it's under class tests. We have here all 2022 class tests. 2021 is there. It's purely for revision purposes, should you need it or should you want to go and have a look. Okay, I'm going to click on 2022 class tests. The one you will be writing is class test 1. And we have 2 sections here. Watch very carefully. We have the instructions. If you're not going to read the instructions, you're not going to be able to do the test too well. So we will go through the instructions now, just so that we are 100% clear. Where do you find the test? Dear BCA students, the class test 1 is in Respondus. Respondus is the piece of software that you must have come across already, where you write the class test online. So there is no paper involved here. There is no pictures involved here unless you have a technical problem. You simply click on the heading that says BCA class test 1. So to recap, on the left, you go and find your class tests.
Okay, you're showing them again.
All 2022, class test 1. You read the instructions and you click on the heading. We get so many questions asking us, where must I click to find the class test? It's generally on the heading, guys, for BCA. I know it may be different in other subjects, but for BCA, you click on these headings unless you have a specific file that has been placed there for you. I am going to click on class test 1. And there we go. It is a timed test. The test has a time limit of 1 hour and 30 minutes. Please practice your time management. The test will be submitted automatically when the time expires, whether you are finished it or not. That's why I'm asking you to practice your time management. It can be saved and resumed at any point. I don't think you want to do that. You do not have much time. You want to be prepared. And it is due on the 18th of March, not at 11 o'clock. It begins at 11 o'clock and it finishes at 12:30. You click continue to go to the class test, which I am not going to do. Otherwise, I'm going to show you the class test. But please be aware the continue button is hidden in the corner here. Once you start the class test, you will get true and false questions and you will get written essay style questions. To help you with the essay style, questions, I recommend you, in the notes, there are class activities, which is generally for face-to-face, but make sure you are able to answer something in each of those blocks, and that will help you with the written aspect of the tests. The tests are covering mainly what we have covered in class. I have already mentioned to you some of the stuff is at second year level, and if you didn't focus on it, it's not generally going to show up in the class test. I cannot say it's not, it is. You need your textbook, you need your notes, and you need your slides, and you need your videos. So I can't start the class test, but that is where it is. What I would like to do, however, to end off today, it's a nice short class today. We are giving you this time to prepare for your class test 1. Therefore, I'm not going to waste your time today. You guys need to go and study. I'm going to click on the instructions. And what happened here? Mr. Pretorius?
I see so, sir. What browser are you using?
I am using Edge.
I'm also using Edge. I don't know why it's doing this, because certain people's PCs have this issue. I also found out about Blackboard. They say they can see everything on their side. I don't know what this is. If you can
you please email me the instructions so I can go through it in class?
Okay. Why don't you make me host, because I got it open right here, then I can quickly
Okay. You are host.
Go through it.
You are host. I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
And you're going to make me host.
You are host already.
Oh, okay.
I just need to share. Stopped sharing my screen. I would like us to go through the exam instructions carefully and slowly, if we may. Mr. Pretorius, you may go through it. What is going to happen here?
I'm going to share my screen now.
Here, Mr. Pretorius, what is going to happen here if this happens to the students? Directory not found during the examination. Can we please email the instructions to the students beforehand?
We can do that.
Well, I recommend we do that.
Hold it. This morning, I made an announcement. And in the announcement, I shared the link of the instructions. So the students should have it in the inbox, in the emails, which looks like this. Can everybody see this? Can you see this, sir?
Yeah, if you can make it bigger, please.
I'm going to, as long as you can see it. 130, 140, 150. Is that big enough?
Some more.
Okay, a little bit more. 160, 180. There we go. Make it 200. Going. Is that better?
That's 200. Getting better. That's getting better.
Sir, can you just check the chat box and tell them to relax? Because this is more important than the questions. We can always take the questions afterwards. Right, students, what Mr. Smuts just did now, where do I find my class test? We went on to Blackboard. We look for the class test menu on the left-hand side. We click on the folder Class Test 2022. Inside the folder, you will have another subfolder called Class Test 1. Inside the Class Test 1, you will find your test in Respondus. Right. This is what Mr. Smart showed you right now. So if I go in, where is it now? Share my screen, not that one. I go in here. and I go into Blackboard, okay, courses, I go into, can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, I click on it, full-time students, right? I made an announcement this morning. Let me just show the students quickly. Here's your instructions. Here's the link. So if I click on this link, automatically it will bring me to my class test instruction sheet. So what did I do? Basically, it's this. Scroll down. Class test 2022 folder. Class test 1 2022. And here we are at the same place. It's like a shortcut. Now, if I
Click on
on
the
this,
instructions link, please.
right, I downloaded it, and if I click on here, another instruction sheet opens. Right. Can you see, sir? So it is opening. And let me make this 200. So I have my class test open on my desktop and in as a Word document, and I open it up now by the link. So this part we did right now. What did we do? We just did this. I just showed you right now what we did. So that is where you
Mr.
find your
Pretorius,
test. Yes, sir.
I have a question. I think because in some browsers like mine, that link is not working. If we can maybe email the instructions in PDF to the students, is that possible?
Oh, are you? Okay. Students, how about this? Can I post the instructions in our WhatsApp groups? Can that be okay? I will convert the document into PDF and I will post it on our ABC and EFG groups. Is that okay? Can you hear me, sir? Okay, that is fine. I will post the
Will you
instructions.
be able to write the test on cell phone? There's some questions here. Will we be able to write the test on a cell phone?
It
If you
depends,
have
if
the app,
Respondus.
if you have the app, you should be able to write the test, but I would not try and
Students,
write it on a cell phone. You need
let
a
me
laptop or a PC.
put it to you like this. If you can do your theory test on your cell phone, then I'm sure you can do your class test on your cell phone. Because it's the same program. Okay. So let me get back to the instructions. Class test content, blah, blah, blah. We spoke about it. Chapter 1, 2, 3. Unit 2.1, 2.3 on Blackboard. Look at your textbook, your class notes, recordings, and things like that. Watch your time because there will be a countdown timer running for 90 minutes. You will be fine. Don't panic. The duration of the test. The test is based on questions like true and false, multiple choice, and answer the following questions. Your test will start, in other words, the Respondus link will be open from Wednesday 11 o'clock till Friday 11 o'clock. That means you will have 48 hours to complete your test within an hour and a half, which is basically point 1, 2, 3, 4 I just said right now. Your test is on Wednesday, that's when it starts, and that's when it ends. You'll be writing over a 2-day period.
It's a 2 days that you have to do the test, but the test is 1.5 hours.
They mustn't get confused. The link is open for 2 days. So you can do the test. You can do the test in any time over those 2 days as long as you finish it within the 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Hold on there. We have 2 hands up. There was Ezile and another one. Would you like to speak?
Sir, I'd like to ask if this means I can do the test on Thursday.
Yes, you can.
I can even do it at 1 o'clock till half 2.
Mr. Pretorius, what time is it closing on Thursday?
What
Maybe Wednesday.
I'm not listening. The test
No,
Wednesday, 11 o'clock. The
I'm
whole of Wednesday, the whole of Thursday, and the whole of Friday morning till 11. The test
Okay,
will
all of Thursday.
link
Yes, you can do it at 1 o'clock.
anytime between Wednesday and Friday. You can do the test at any time. You can do the test at 12 o'clock tonight. You can do the test in 3 o'clock early hours of the morning. As long as the test is done between Wednesday and Friday. And you'll have an hour and a half to finish it, 90 minutes. So the link is open for 2 days. Does that make sense? Okay, back to the instructions. Okay. We did the part here. Consult your textbooks, blah, 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 countdown timer. Western Desert, it starts on Wednesday. It's open the whole of Thursday and it ends on Friday morning at 11 o'clock. So you got 48 hours, 2 days to do your test. Either it's 12 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, as long as you do your test within the hour and 30 minutes over those 2 days. Save, submit, answer before you continue to the next question. The end of your exam, when you finish it, you do a final save and submit. All right? The total of the test is 40 marks and obviously 50%, meaning students must get 20 and more out of 40 to pass. Students that don't get 20 out of 40 or under, you know the rest. You know what that means. Once you completed the test, you are completed, meaning you can stop and you can continue, but watch your time. Watch your time. You only have one attempt. Law section. All class test submissions are on Blackboard. Respondus. Like your theory test? Exactly the same. That's how your class test will be done. The WhatsApp groups will be set on admins because it is too many questions. No time. My inbox is full. I doubt whether there will be load shedding, but if there is load shedding, you stop and you continue later on as Mr. Smart showed you. Do not panic. You will have time over the 2 days, as I said it how many times, to complete your exam. You got 48 hours, 2 days, within an hour and a half for your session. And last but not least, sir, this is not working, sir, that is not working. Try Google Chrome. Try Microsoft Edge, depending on the browser that you're using. Try Internet Explorer and try Firefox. But Chrome and Edge are the two most, the ones that works the most. So students, this is your instructions, and this sheet over here, as Mr. Smuts asked to email, I will copy and paste this into our group chats. All right? Which I will do after this session. I will convert this Word document over here into a PDF, and I will copy it onto group HIJ and Wellington.
Mr. Pretorius,
Okay. Yes, sir.
please speak closer to your microphone. There's some comments on the chat that they can't hear you.
I am close to my microphone, sir.
Okay.
I'm sitting like basically. Let me just see the settings again. Intel, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Where's my edge? Where's the
No,
chat?
we can-
Okay, yes, sir, perfect. Okay. So, students, that is your instruction. Now for the last time. Where do I find my test? Go into Blackboard. Where's my Blackboard? Yeah. I'm in my Blackboard now. I go to class tests. Scroll down. There. Step 2. I click on all 2022 class tests. Right, that's a folder. Step 3. We are busy with class test 1, and this is now when we do class test 2 next term, that's where you find it. When we do class test 3 in September, August, that's where you find it. And same for October and November. This is the same place. But where do we find it? Yeah. This is the instruction sheet, which is this sheet over here, which I just showed you now. Let me go back. And this is where you start. I click on the top. I read the instructions and I click on begin. But I'm not going to begin because then I'm going to show you the test. And I click on cancel. And I go back to the sheet over here. Where do I find my notes? Unit 2. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. Where do I find my videos? I scroll a little bit down. Video Chapter 1 and 2. Video recap on Chapter 1 and 2. And Chapter 3. Here we go. Converted to YouTube. Converted to YouTube. Converted to YouTube. I copied this video and this video and this video. Where is it now? And this video onto your group chat. I will copy it again with the instructions. All right. Where do I find my tutorial videos? On my left hand side. Scroll up, 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 down, up. Tutorials. Can you see that there? Why is this link hidden? I click on there. I click on there. Here's my schedule tutorial. Here is all the exercises and notes of true and false. And here is the tutorial video. Also in YouTube, tutorial video. But I couldn't convert this one into YouTube. But that's a video. This is the 2 tutorials that we had on chapters 1, 2, and 3. So that is all your resources. That is where you find your work. In your unit 2. There. And in your BCA tutorials there. Alright. What else is there? That's it, people. So your test is open from 11 o'clock on Wednesday till Friday, 11 o'clock. You got 48 hours to do your test. Let me just click on this. This I'm going to copy and paste right now into our group chats. And I'm going to copy the YouTube videos as well onto the group chats. Right. Is there any questions, students?
Yes.
Let me exit out.
Okay, we have 3. Abongile, then Emile, then Lila.
Edge over there. Right. Question, students. Question. Your audio is poor. Can you hear me now?
Okay, those hands up, you may speak. Let's go one by one.
How to submit the test, sir? When you click on begin, read your questions, Mr. Nabi. After every question, you save and submit. Then you finish. When you finish your 30-40 questions, you final save and submit, and your test is done, completed. You submitted it. That's it. You're doing it on Blackboard. You're doing it online. You're doing it digitally. You're doing it remotely. All right. Where's Edge? There we go. Next question. Okay. Thank you, sir. Sir, please closer to your microphone. I am close. Okay. So what does it mean to write either on Wednesday? No.
Yes,
the link is open from Wednesday to Friday. As I said, you got 48 hours. You can do it from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 12:30 on Wednesday. You can do it 10 o'clock Wednesday night till 11:30. You can do it 2 o'clock early hours of the morning on Thursday till 3:30. You can do it Thursday whole day, 4 o'clock to 5:30. You can do it Thursday night from 10 o'clock to 12:30 to 11:30, sorry. Okay. So as long as you do it within an hour and a half, 90 minutes, over the 2 days, from Wednesday to Friday, 11 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Any other questions, students?
Yes, sir.
Sir, your audio was poor. Why is my audio every time poor? My audio is poor for some people. Now I put it back on speakers. Can you hear me now? Okay. And I'm
Sir,
sitting
I have
like
a question.
right here. Yes, you may go ahead.
Mr. Pretorius, yeah, let them go ahead,
Sir,
please.
I noticed that during the theory test, there are questions where we have to answer in point form. They say maybe write 3 examples of computer database
Yes,
examples,
I get
and
you.
then we
You
answered
write
in
it
point
in.
form. Then
You
we
write
answered
it
in
in
point
paragraphs. You
Yes,
don't write it in bullet point form.
I tried that, but
You write.
still it's the same thing.
You
It
write
shows
it in
those
sentences, really. You write it in sentences. Say, for example, look at
Mr.
the chat box.
Pretorius, Eddie,
Name the part of a PC. That's my question. A PC has 4 parts. See, I'm writing it. Part 1 is the tower. Comma. Part 2 is the mouse. Comma. Part 3 is the screen. Comma. What else is there? Part 4 is the tower, the mouse. Part 3 is the screen. Oh, and part 4 is the what? The keyboard. Did you see how I answered that sentence? I wrote it out in a sentence form. I didn't put it in bullet point form. Now, Respondus is very tricky when it comes to that. Write your answers in sentences form. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I can say part 1 and then shift enter part 2 and shift enter part 3. I'm going to show you now and shift enter part 4. That is like in bullet point form if you look in the chat box. So rather answer your questions in sentences like the first part I did. The tutorial folder, what is it showing? The
they
tutorials
can't
folder,
see
what
it.
is?
They can't see it.
Can't you see the tutorial link? In other words, whoa. Where are we now? Just hold on, students. In other words, you can't see this link. Okay, I tell you what. I'm going to create a new link and I'm going to copy all this information over into this new link and I'm going to delete this one. So give me time and I will let you know on the group chat. You guys are saying that you can't see this. So I'm going to make a new one like this. And I'm going to copy all this information in here into the new link. All right? So give me an hour. I will do it now after the class. Shit, I didn't share my screen, so you can't see. Sorry. Oh, you did see it. Okay. Facet or 2021 or you 2022. The Facet School folder is showing. Oh, I see. Only the Facet School is showing, but not the BCA tutorial one. I'm going to sort it out for you right now after this class. Thank you for letting me know, students. Any other questions? Is there any other questions, guys?
You may speak or type. We had about 5 questions.
Facet School folder. Okay, that's a very important one. So you guys were trying to tell me all the time that you couldn't see this bloody thing over here. Where is it now? You couldn't see this at all. I don't know who did this. Let me just look at the settings. Hide the link, rename the link, deny guest. Change the guest access. Where is it now? This thing was on hidden. Okay. I'm going to create a new link. And I'm going to copy all this information in here into the new link. All right? But I'm going to make, yeah. It's going to take a bit of time. So give me so 1 hour. Okay, students. Is there any other questions?
Register.
Register. And there we go. There's the register, students. Students, if there's no more questions, then we can call it a day. Everything of the best. I will copy the instructions over for you right now onto the group chats for those that cannot see it. And yeah, I will sort out that BCA tutorial tab on Blackboard. Any questions on your side, sir?
None my side. All I can say is good luck, and students, please read the instructions. If we can talk about email etiquette on Thursday and Friday, please do not DM us unless you have read through the instructions.
That's very important, students. I'm just gonna do this now quickly. Is my screen still sharing? File, save as Adobe on my desktop. Save. And there I'm converting the Word document into a PDF. And I'm going to copy this PDF onto the group chats. And there's it. All right. So let me exit and exit. And there's it over there. So you see that little there? That is called WhatsApp Web. So I'm going to double click on this quickly. I'm going to show the students how we work. I'm just waiting to connect with my phone to the PC. So it takes a bit of time because it's loading all my messages. And then I'm going to copy it onto the group chats. So let me see here. Okay, can I stop sharing my screen, students? Tutorials, they are for practice. Okay. No, tutorials are not for marks. But tutorials are there to recap the week's work as extra help for questions that maybe you missed to ask us, that the tutors can maybe help you. Because they were in this course last year and they passed and they know and they remembered some things. All right. Do we get our results right after the test? It depends on the responder settings. Yes, it can be. And maybe we have to download and see your percentages. If we have to download and see the percentages, we will put it in a classless form and we will let you know when your marks will be ready. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Well, WhatsApp is showing now. There we go. Group ACD. Oh, you only see the facet one. This is the one that showed me now, Saul. So you don't see the BCA tutorial. So I'm going to create a new link for that. What am I going to do now? I'm going to minimize my screen. I'm going to minimize this screen. Go back. Where's it now? There's it. Okay, move my screen there. I'm going to take this and I'm going to paste it into group ABCD. That is your instruction sheet. Now I'm going to look for, what am I going to look for? For HIJK
Wellington.
and Wellington. And I'm going to copy it in there. This is your instruction sheet, students. And there it is. And I minimize. And I go back into my Blackboard. Where's my edge? Over there. Okay, can I stop sharing screen, sir?
Yes, you can.
And I stop. Okay, and I stopped. Is there any other questions, people, before we round off? Do not WhatsApp us unnecessary, please. The rules are there, students. If it's really, really important, if someone died, a family member, then it's a different scenario. You can email us, or that's it. But other
Email.
than that, email, sir. That's correct.
Email, no
And
WhatsApp,
compose.
email, please.
And students, remember the email exercise. Compose a professional email. Dear Mr. Smuts, sir, I have a problem with question so and so and so. Can you please help me or assist me? Send a professional email and send it in the message box. And make sure you have a subject line. Class test 1 assistance. Something like that. Okay, students. If there's no other question, the problem I'm facing is that I can't get the test link on my Blackboard at the moment. You have to check your browser. Try Chrome, try Edge, try Firefox. That's why 10:45 on Wednesday, start checking your browsers.
Only then are you going to see it.
It will not appear now. The link is closed. It will only open at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. We can see the link, students, because we are lecturers. We created the test. We have uploaded it. But there is a time, a start time and an end time. But you guys won't be able to see it as yet. You will only see it at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. Any other questions? Can we call it a day, guys? Because I'm going to sort that tutorial link out now on Blackboard. All right. Thanks, Miss Kutu. Don't worry, you'll be fine, Kutu. Don't stress, eh? Let's call it a day. Okay. Guys, don't forget to register. I'm going to paste it for the last time in here before we call it a day. And we can leave for the ones that did sign in. Thank you, guys. You'll be fine on Wednesday. Nope, there's no class on Wednesday because your exams start 11, so you got all the time is yours. The whole of Wednesday morning and afternoon, the whole of Thursday and Friday morning. So there's no class on Wednesday. This is the last class for term 1. Then we see you on the 28th of March when we start on Monday. But check your announcements. Mr. Smuts, we can stop recording.
I think so.